you have any idea if they can hear the national anthem or no? Alright, welcome to SKSD TV. Welcome to SKSD TV. Between a matchup between the Cranston West Falcons and the South Kingstown Rebels. So your starting lineup for tonight's game is with Cranston West is number 2, Amanda Dedden, number 5, Amelia Polichetti, number 12, Eden Gulliver, number 15, Kylie Avendroft, number 21, Catherine Albazu, and for the South Kingstown Rebels, number 1, Mackenzie Mahar, number 2, Jamison Hill, number 5, Taylor Martin, number 10, Morgan Catilius, and number 20, Carly Fulis. And for the tip for the Rebels is Carly Fulis, and for the Falcons, it's number 21, Catherine Albazu. This is the first home game for the South Kingstown Rebels. South Kingstown is in blue, the Falcons are in red. And Avendroff with the ball. Giving it off to Polichetti. Polichetti is going to give it to Albazu. And that ball is going to be out of bounds. South Kingstown Rebel basketball. It was going to inbound it to Martin. Martin leading the charge for the Rebels, giving it to Hill. I was going to look for some space going underneath. Can't find anyone, giving it out to Catilius for 3. Catilius just off the mark. And it's going to run out of bounds. Falcons basketball. Polichetti's going to inbound the ball to Avendroft. Avendroft is going to lead it up the court for the Falcons. Looking for some space, giving room. Giving it to Polichetti. Polichetti now with the ball. Pass deflected by Fulis with the steal. But she travels. Traveling violation. It's going to be Falcon basketball. Dedden is going to inbound the ball for the Falcons. Giving it to their point guard, Avendroft. Avendroft is going to lead the charge for the Falcons. There's a fake whistle there. Play on. Polichetti with the ball gives it over to Dedden. Dedden over back to Gulliver. Gulliver now with the ball, guarded by Catilius, giving it to Albazu. Albazu giving it back to Avendroft. Avendroft giving it to Polichetti. Polichetti with the ball. Hook shot no good. Rebound Catilius. Catilius giving it to Hill. Hill's going to lead the charge for the Rebels. Going to go right to their basket. And it's counted. Counted and a basket and a foul for the Falcons. Rebels on the board right now with 6:44 left on the clock. Rebels off to the lead 2-0. All right, let's get started here. So Scott Rollins for South Kingstown. It's his first season as the South Kingstown women's basketball coach. He's also been the South Kingstown High School soccer coach as well. Hill's first free throw is no good. Rebound by Polichetti. Polichetti giving it to Avendroft. Avendroft with the ball, giving it underneath to Abenzu. Abenzu gives it off again. Basket no good. Martin with the rebound. And that's going to be a foul again on the Falcons. So far, Falcons pick up 2 fouls. Two quick fouls there for the Falcons. Mahar giving it to Hill. Hill's going to lead the charge for the Rebels, slowing things down just a little bit. Going to give it to Fulis. Fulis is going to look inside. She finds Catilius. Catilius loses the ball. Fighting for it again, Catilius. And it's going to be a jump ball. Good hustle play there for the Falcons, getting everybody involved. 2 players right there for the Falcons. Good job there by the Falcons, getting the jump ball, changing the possession. Mahar's going to inbound the basketball for the Rebels. She's going to give it to Hill. Hill's going to go right to the rack again. Jump shot's good. Hill on the board again. Hill so far has gotten all of the 4 points for the Rebels. Avendroft leading the charge for the Falcons. Avendroft with the ball back again. She's going to give it to Gulliver. Gulliver now with the ball, guarded by Catilius. Gulliver is going to try to go right to the hoop. Jump shot. No good. Out of bounds off of the Falcons, and that's going to be South Kingstown basketball. Mahar's going to inbound the ball for the Rebels, giving it to Hill. Hill's going to lead the charge again for the Rebels. Bigger point guard than we're used to seeing. She's going to give the ball to Martin. Martin loses the ball. And Falcons are going to go right to the hoop. And it's going to be a foul on the Rebels. That's Rebels' first foul. And the Falcons are going to be at the line for 2 free throws. Paulicetti's going to be on the line for 2 free throws. Paulicetti's first free throw is good for the Falcons. Falcons start to get on the board with 5:41 left. Rebels up 4-1, but pending the free throw. Her second free throw is good as well. That cuts down the lead to 2 for the Rebels. Hill's going to lead the charge for the Rebels. Hill giving it to Mahar. Mahar's going to look inside. Catilius was there, didn't give it off to her. Giving it to Martin. Martin's going to go right to the basket, almost loses the ball. Gets a better grip, giving it back to Martin. Martin for 3. No good off the mark. Rebound Mahar. Mahar layup, tries to use his backboard. Backboard doesn't use it to her advantage. Amendroff now with the ball for the Falcons. Amendroff has been leading the charge for the Falcons so far tonight. We'll see if there's any switches. Nice steal there by Hill. She's open for the layup. And yup, it's good. So now Rebels up 6-2. 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. All right, Rebels going to go to a little zone here. Excellent strategy by Rollins, trying to switch it up for the Rebels. Get the Falcons off guard. Stealing there by Fulis. Fulis going right to the basket, passing it off to Mahar. Mahar's going to pass it to Martin. Martin back to Fulis. Fulis is going to go right to the lane. No, sir. And Catilius puts it right up for the Rebels. And with the Rebels getting off to a quick lead here, up by 6, 8-2 Rebels, 4:38 remaining in the quarter. And that's a timeout for Paul Thibodeau. Alrighty. It's a 30-second timeout. So it's going to be an interesting switch for the Rebels this year. New coaching staff for both the boys and the girls basketball squad so far. Last night you saw Coach Herman, the former girls coach the boys last night in a tough loss against Classical. Really, it's a change of after Fioria, the South Kingstown men's coach, retired after last season. And Rollins, he's been with this group from most of these players play soccer, so he's familiar with most of these players. So far, a good start for Rollins, and he's really getting his team revved up. Avendroft is going to lead the charge. Nope, you got to pass it off, seeing the zone there. Now Avendroft back with the ball, getting double teamed, just going to pass it way over there, and that's a steal by Catilius. Catilius is going to throw it up to Martin. Martin now with the ball, giving it to Hill. Hill back to Martin, giving it to Fulis. Fulis to Martin. Martin pump fakes, no sir, giving it to Hill. Hill is passing it off to Fulis. Fulis is going to go right to the basket, and it's good! Rebels now up by 8. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. A lot of sloppy play so far for the Falcons, but there they got to redeem it a little bit, slow the tempo down. Now Avendroff with the ball, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Giving it up there to Paulicetti. Paulicetti's pass gets blocked, and Hill is going to go right to the basket, and it's good. Rebels now up by 10 with 3:40 left on the clock. All right, another zone there by the Rebels, and another steal by the Rebels. That time it's Martin. So Martin's going to lead the charge for the Rebel. She stops right before half court, giving it to Catilius. Catilius is looking inside, doesn't find anybody, giving it to Hill. Hill is going to give it to Mahar. Mahar, a long, long, long three-point shot. All right, Falcons going to try to get back on the board, down 13. Avendroff with the ball. Passing it up around the corner. Guarded by Catilius. Going right to the hoop is Gulliver, and Gulliver with the basket. All right. So now it's 15-4 for the Rebels with 2:45 left in the quarter. Catilius now with the ball. Going to give it to Fulis. Goes right through Fearless's hands, and it's going to be Falcons basketball. Avendroft is leading up the court. This time, the Falcons are going to get a little bit slower. No zone there by the Rebels. So far, sloppy play by the Falcons. Deflected out of bounds by Hill. It's going to be Falcons basketball. Number 13 for the Cranston West, Julia Robbins is entering the game. Timeout, Rebels. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. On the sideline, Rollins just wants to get his team back in gear after getting a couple of turnovers by the Falcons. The last two possessions, didn't get the turnover, trying to keep his team motivated with the 11-point lead. And the substitution for the Rebels was number 3, Carly Tomlinson is entering the game, as well as number 11, Avery Martin, entering for the Rebels. So both the Martin sisters on the court for the Rebels. And they give it right to Robbins. Robbins is going to go right to the hoop, but loses the ball, and that's going to be, this time it's going to be Taylor Martin with the ball. Taylor giving it to Hill. Hill to Morgan Cotillius, and loses the ball. That's going to be Falcons basketball. And it's going to be Robbins going right to the court, blocked by Hill, and that's going to be Falcons basketball. Dead end to inbound for the Falcons. Giving it to Robbins, guarded by Cotillius. Robbins going to go back to the top, guarded by, passing it to Polichetti. Polichetti giving it there. Around the corner, and that's going to be another steal for the Rebels. Hill now with the ball. Hill looking for some space, giving it to Avery. Avery giving it to Hill. Hill now with the ball, giving it to Tomlinson. Tomlinson down low. Loses control of the ball, and that's going to be Falcons basketball. And they're going to go right inside to Dedden. And Dedden with the easy bucket there. So Rebels, the last couple of seconds, got a little sloppy. Hill now with the basketball, giving it to Cotillius. Cotillius looks inside for Martin. Giving it this time, giving it to Taylor Martin. Tomlinson now with the ball, giving it to Avery Martin. Loses the ball, and it's going to be Falcons basketball. And now for the Falcons, it's going to be number 23, Danley Short. Rollins is going to try to motivate his team after slipping a little bit of a lead here, only up by 9 with a minute left to play. And that's going to be an almost steal by the Rebels. No serve for 3, just off the mark, air ball, rebound by the Falcons, and that's going to be blocked by the Rebels, and it's going to be Falcons basketball. Dead end to inbound for the Falcons. Dedden giving it outside for 3. Nope. Giving it back to Dedden. Dedden with the basketball. Passing it over to Short. And that's going to be on the foul on the Rebels. Substitution for the Rebels, number 12, Jane Carr, entering for Jamie Hill. All right, going back to Dedden again from this corner. Passing it around the three-point arc. Trying to go inside this time. Loses control of the ball, no foul called, and it's going to be Rebels basketball. This time Carr to inbound, giving it to Martin, Avery Martin this time. Now Carr is going to lead the charge for the Rebels, giving it to Avery. Avery's looking for his sister Taylor, no cigar. Now this time almost looks for Cotillius, doesn't pass it up. Giving it to Carr this time. Carr looks inside, can't find anybody open, giving it back to Martin. Avery Martin for 3, just off the mark. Rebound Tomlinson. Tomlinson puts it back up, and it's going to be a foul on the Falcons. Tomlinson's headed to the free throw line for 2. Rebels up by 9 with 11.9 seconds. Tomlinson is the sister of Annika Tomlinson, who was with the Rebels 2 years ago in the class of 2019. Her first free throw is no good. No signals from the sideline. And Tomlinson's going to shoot her second free throw. And that time it's no good as well. Rebound by Short. Short passes it up to Riccio. Riccio passing it out of bounds. And that's going to be Rebel basketball. And now with 1.2 seconds left. Alrighty. We're going to see a nice long, hopefully a long three-point shot for the Rebels. Maybe they get a three-point shot. We'll see what happens here. Carr going to inbound. She's going to inbound to Catilius, and Catilius is just going to let the clock run out. So with the Rebels up 15-6, 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter. So far you saw some good signs from the Rebels. Getting right to the basket. Three-point shots have been a factor here today. Not a lot of three-point shots. Fouls, you haven't seen a lot of fouls today. Only a total of 5 fouls on the game so far. We'll see, looking forward, going into the next quarter in about 2 minutes. We'll see what happens here. Like I said earlier, Rollins was the girls' basketball coach, so we'll see how was the girls' soccer coach. We'll see how he does handling with the same group of girls but a different sport in basketball. Most of these girls for the basketball team for South Kingstown played soccer with Rollins, so we'll see how the connection and the chemistry with the coaching staff helps them during the season. With the Rebels up by 9, a great job on defense. Defense was the key for execution in the first quarter. A lot of steals, miscues by the Falcons. We'll see what happens going forward if the Falcons can tighten that up on offense going forward. Now we got 1 minute and 10 seconds and counting going into the next quarter. So far for the Falcons offensively, they've just been sloppy. They've seen zone. They've tried to make quick passes. The defense really for South Kingstown has been, they've been moving around, communicating very well. It's totally different for South Kingstown. Defense, so far the difference in the game is defense. South Kingstown's defense has only allowed 6 points, and the Falcons have allowed 15 points. When you look at the scoreboard, if I do my math correctly here, that would be 6 at the end of the game. If this continues, you're talking about the Rebels up would be getting 60 points, which is very good for high school basketball, 60 points. And then you'd see the Falcons be getting 24 points. So we'll see going forward. I think the Falcons will tighten up in this quarter after having a rough first quarter. I think they're going to do a lot of short passes, quicker passes. I think they're going to do a better job of communicating in this second quarter. And we see some substitutions on the South Kingstown side. You got number 4, Mason Hill, and number 22, Sarah Hancock. And now Robbins is going to lead the charge. Great job in the first quarter by Robbins, getting right to the basket, guarded by Carr, passing it out. And they're going to go around back to the three-point chart, trying to go right to the basket. And this time it's going to be a foul on South Kingstown. That's going to be on Hancock. That's going to be her first free throw. Foul actually is going to be on number 12, Jane Carr, not Hancock. Ricciu's first free throw is no good, and she'll be up for her second free throw. Free throws for Falcons are going to be crucial getting back into this lead down by 9 points. Her second free throw is good. Now Rebels only up by 8. Avery Martin for 3. Just off the mark. That's going to be an air ball. Hancock tries to save it, but it's out of bounds, and that's going to be Cranston West basketball. We'll see how the offense works for Cranston West. I think their job is going to be, you see the zone here again. Good pass there, not too sloppy, going to try to calm it down. Ball is out of bounds. Off of Hill, Mason Hill. And that's going to be Falcons basketball. He inbounded for the three-point shot. Three-point shot, no secure. And jump shot there. No good, almost dribbles out of bounds, but three-point shot, no good. Just off the mark, Hancock with the rebound. Good coverage there by Falcons. And now Hill is going to lead the charge. Hill for three. And it's good. Mason Hill for three. 6:50 left in the game. Rebels up by 11. And that's going to be a foul. And that's Finley Carr's, number 12, Finley Carr entered the game. And that is a foul by her. Robbins is going to try to drive to the basket. Nope, passing it back to Riccio. Riccio's going to drive to the basket. Going right to the basket. Easy layup there for the Falcons. Not the best defense there for the Rebels. And Hill loses the ball there, but gets the ball back. Gonna go right and loses the ball again. So far, sloppy play there, but kick ball, and it's gonna be Rebels basketball. Caitlin Andaducci, number 3, is going to be entering for the Falcons, as well as number 2, Amanda Dedden. So sloppy play so far heading into the second quarter. I get it. It's still early on, but sloppy play. We'll see if both teams can control it going forward. Hancock now with the ball. Giving it to Tomlinson, back to Hancock. Hancock's going to try to look underneath. Nobody there. Giving it to Carr. Finley Carr. Carr giving it to Tomlinson. Tomlinson for 3. Tries to use the backboard, and it's no good. Riccio now with the ball. Riccio's going to try to look inside. Nope. Going to dribble it around. Pass deflected by Hancock, and it's going to be Falcons basketball. Entering the game for the Rebels is Jamie Hill, and entering the game for the Falcons is number 12, Aiden Gulliver. Gulliver with the ball, passing it out. Rebound, and it's going to be a fight ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be Falcons basketball, but possession now switches over to the position arrow was South Kingstown. So now the possession switches over to the Falcons. Hill is going to lead the charge for the Rebels. Hill's going to go right to the hoop, loses the ball again. All right, the other Hill. Giving it to Tomlinson. Tomlinson jump shot.